Hey everybody, Jim coming at you again with Freedom Diggers Metal Detecting. It is a cold, snowy day here in Michigan, so I figured I'd entertain myself by putting out another video for you guys and gals out there. Let's get started. This one's going to be about the top 10 mistakes that people make metal detecting. And I'll tell you what, I've made almost every one of these. See if you can figure out which ones I haven't made yet. Let's jump on. Number 1, moving too fast. Yeah, that one's not good. If you're out there and you're trying to marathon metal detect and you're going all over the place and you're swinging like mad, and I've said it before, you're going to miss stuff. You're going to miss a lot of stuff. And if you're really going at it for a long time, you're probably going to get a little tired out too. Number 2, having expectations that are too high. That's one that I was guilty of when I was new. And a lot of people that are just starting out, same thing. You know, you get your metal detector, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to find all kinds of silver, I'm going to find gold rings, and just great stuff, and, you know, Civil War relics galore. You know what? You're going to find a lot of garbage. You're going to find some coins and relics. Yeah, you're going to get that kind of stuff, but try to go out there and just be relaxed. Don't have anything in the back of your mind that you're wanting to get when you go out. You'll enjoy it a lot more. When I started doing that, I'll tell you what, it became a lot more fun for me. So, number 3, sensitivity too high. That's a common one. Been guilty myself. So, a lot of people think that if you crank the sensitivity way up, that you're going to get better depth and you're going to have a better shot at finding stuff. Not so. Not so at all. In fact, I found some of my best stuff and some of my deep stuff with my sensitivity relatively low. My sensitivity on my machine I'm using now goes up to 10, which they call boost mode. And I rarely go above 4, sometimes 5. So don't run it too high. Your machine's going to get chattery and it's just not going to be stable. It's really not necessary to run it way up. All right. Wrong tools. I got some video on that one. Having the wrong tools is going to really, you're not going to dig good plugs. If you go out there with a full-size garden spade, digging basketball-size plugs to find a dime, you're going to draw unwanted attention to yourself. Your plugs are going to look ugly, which is going to draw unwanted attention to our hobby as a whole. Part of that also is inadequate tools. If you're out there using a cheap garden shovel, you know, cheap garden, like a hand shovel, you're going to break it and you're going to bend it, and you might even end your hunt right in the middle. I speak from experience on this. I went through quite a few of those when I first started, and finally I says, I'm getting a purpose-made, you know, metal detecting hand tool. I got a video on those. Check it out. Runs through quite a few different varieties, including some of those cheaper things that you can get like at the home improvement store, like Home Depot or Lowe's. All right. No gloves. See this one a lot too. I was anti-glove when I first started out. I said, oh no, I like being able to feel what I'm doing and all this and all that. Yeah, that's fun until there's a piece of glass in the hole, or a rusty razor blade, or a needle, depending on where you're detecting. Gloves, they're a must. And I'll tell you what, once you start wearing them, you're going to find that, hey, this is great. I don't mind stopping by and getting a hamburger or a burrito on the way home, and my hands are clean and I can eat without eating all kinds of dirt. Get a good pair of gloves. most of the time, this is what I'm going to be using. These are Premium Defense brand. They come in all kinds of brands. These are like a cut resistance level 5 ANSI A5. You don't have to have something that heavy duty, but these last me a while. Get gloves. All right, moving on. Trespassing. Probably the biggest mistake you can make is to trespass. If you're going someplace where you don't belong, you might not get caught the first time, and you might not get caught the second time, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth. But when you do get caught, bad things can happen. You can get ticketed. If you're someplace where the DNR doesn't want people metal detecting, guess what? You can lose your metal detector. Yeah, the fish police have a lot of authority. One place you definitely should never, ever metal detect is a cemetery. Yeah, I know. Yeah, people have done it. I've seen people show up on some of the groups on social media saying, I went and metal detected in the cemetery. Just don't. I'm not even going to go into why. If I have to go into why, then I don't know. Maybe you need a little bit of help. It's also a felony in every state to metal detect in a cemetery. All right, moving on. Number 7, not learning your machine. Yep, just got your machine. Say, all right, I'm heading out. Grab it up, get out there. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what buttons to press. You don't even know where the pinpoint button is. That's a mistake because you're going to miss out on stuff. You're probably going to get frustrated, and you might end up just hating the hobby altogether. I don't know how anybody could hate this hobby. It's beyond me. But next thing you know, metal detector is in the closet gathering dust, and you're back to drinking beer and binge watching Breaking Bad. So take the time to learn your machine a little bit. Get out in your backyard with it. Watch YouTube videos on it. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there on the various machines. Get on the groups. Ask people about it. If the machine you're using is a more popular name brand one, there's going to be people out there that have information on it, and they're going to help you out. Okay, number 8, not researching. What I mean by that is doing a little research to put yourself on the good spots. Take the time. If you go out to some place and you're not really finding anything but modern garbage, well, chances are that that's all that's ever happened on that land is the fact that it's a park in a brand new subdivision. And it's like 3 feet of fill dirt over the original land. Take a little bit of time. Get on historic aerials. Check that out. Do a little bit of, looking around the area. The houses are older, chances are there's some older activity in that park or whatever location you're looking at. Research is key to success. All right. Number 9, damaging targets. See this one quite often. Honestly, I have never done this one. It's a giveaway there for you on which ones I haven't done. I see it though. Someone will dig up like a 1854 half-dime. There's a big nick across the face of it where they hit it with their shovel or their hand digger. Learn the pinpoint feature on your machine. Dig a slightly larger plug than the target. Doesn't mean it has to be the size of a full-size globe or anything like that, or a Thanksgiving turkey, but dig it big enough to where you're not going to damage the target. If you're not sure where the target is in the hole when you get in there through a pinpointer, don't start stabbing around with your hand digger looking for it. Be careful. If it's in the sidewall, the hole, you hit it with your pinpointer, you find it's in the sidewall, dig above and behind it to pop it out of that sidewall. Same thing with the plug. Hate to see damaged stuff that's got some nice history to it. And finally, this one kind of dovetails into the last one, over cleaning your finds. Now, clad coins, yeah, I throw them in my tumbler and I let them run until the details are almost gone sometimes, if I'm busy. But if you get yourself a nice, copper relic or, coin, maybe a large cent, Indian head, and you throw that thing in hot sauce, vinegar, CLR, or God forbid, you take a wire wheel to it, you're going to be left with something that is a shade of its former self. Me, I like a little bit of that original patina on there. If you take the time to clean things carefully, they look better. They hold their historic and monetary value a lot better. I've overcleaned stuff when I was new. I had a real nice makeup compact that I found at a permission and decided I was going to soak it in CLR for like a day or two. And the thing turned pretty much pink and removed all the patina and half the details. So that was a bit of a loss. Luckily, it wasn't rare and valuable. So that's just a little bit of advice, mistakes, pitfalls of the hobby to avoid. I want you all to be successful. That's why this channel exists. I hope that this is of use. We're going to see you again real soon. Please like and subscribe and drop a comment. Tell me what you think of this one. We'll see you next time on Freedom Diggers Metal Detecting. Take care.